welcome once again, chat, to another episode of Awakening. How is everybody doing tonight?
Woo.
Woo!
Good.
Fantastic.
Hello,
Fan-
chat. I'm
Hello.
Jake.
Oh, no, not this again. Too early for this. Go.
Just jumping right into it, are we?
Oh yeah, we're not seeing anymore. Sorry, I've been doing that all week.
I knew it. I was like, why is Xylo being so weird?
Yeah, it's weird. Xylo's been talking like that ever since, chat.
Like, that's not
Even
my
in
bro.
recordings.
It's really annoying.
My bad.
Yeah.
Thought it was normal.
But we are back for yet another episode of Awakening. This is a very exciting week for Dice and Fire, and that is because I think all 4 shows are actually going to happen this week.
I mean, yeah, you
Don't
say
jinx
that
it.
on the second show of 4.
Yeah.
No, now I'm putting it out there. So if
Mhm.
the other shows don't happen, they look foolish.
I like it.
Yep.
I like it.
Yep. Now, chat, you guys have to hold them to that. But yeah, we are ready to get back into another episode of Awakening, I suppose. What episode is this? 15,
Yeah.
and it's called Ketchup Stands.
Yep.
Yep.
That's why I
Um,
titled it.
Mhm.
Sticking to it.
But yeah. Anything I wanted to say beforehand? Oh, should we announce a thing? I've kind of hinted at a little bit in my stream. Should we announce a thing, Xylo? I'll leave it up to you.
Sure.
You know the thing I'm
Question
talking
mark?
about, right?
Probably. Go for it.
It's a thing that we just had made for us that we are going to release to the world at some point soon.
Mm-hmm.
Do you still not know what I'm talking about?
Well, I already talked about it in yesterday's stream, so you know.
Oh, did you?
Possibility of it at least. Mention it might be a possibility, but you know, chat don't know what you're on about, so you know, leave them in the dark. I think it's more fun that way.
Okay, yeah. There's a thing coming, maybe, chat. Soon, very soon.
It might be about Mev Soda.
Mev
Oh,
Soda
no.
body pillow coming.
Mev Soda body
Ew.
pillow coming soon. with
No, an actual
beer.
drinkable Mev soda.
Yep.
Comes with a little Mev beard.
Mev,
Didn't-
what flavor would your soda be? That is my question.
I think we established it's blood flavored, and it's always room temperature, even when you refrigerate it.
Well, the vampires are gonna love it.
It's true.
Oh, my God.
Yep. Or actually, no, Pixel Cowboy, the creator, says
Berry.
it's jazz flavored.
Boomer.
Boomer
Berry. I
berry.
like that one.
Or it's beard flavored. It tastes like
Incredible.
beard.
Nice.
Ugh. Anyway, I guess that's a good note to get started, chat. We left
Mhm.
off on an
Beard
interesting
flavoring. Yeah.
beard flavoring. I mean, where do we go from there, really?
I mean, there's a reason I had to, you know, get rid of some stuff, but coming soon. Let's get into the show.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's get into the recap and the warning and whatnot, and then we will get into today's episode, chat.
Warning. The following story takes place in the horror genre, and therefore may contain disturbing imagery, description of violence, and mature themes. Proceed at your own risk.
Previously on Awakening.
We begin tonight's episode outside of a water park. Parking lot is actually pretty empty because this is November. You guys are in an empty parking lot in a pretty bright red car.
Yes.
One of you is dressed like a hippie. One of you is
Oh,
a
yeah.
biker.
Oh my god.
You
I
look
forgot.
like the village
Like
people.
this.
So you were pretty conspicuous right now.
Yes, absolutely.
So I just want to get
Yeah.
one thing straight. You want us to spend the night here.
Precisely.
We could just sleep in the car. Like, quick getaway in case someone is to find us.
Would be very comfortable sleeping arrangements, though.
Neither is going to be sleeping on cement floors inside of a water park.
No, not cement floors. Inflatable tubes, towels galore.
Okay, we see Scotty grab the bars, try to pull himself up and over. It looks like he actually might make it for a second, but he probably just...
That's just because he can jump that high.
Yeah, we'll let you still try again to get over with Jules' help. Scotty, with everything that's going on, we will say that you might have even forgot how injured your leg is right now. So you go to take a step between Jules' hand, and all of a sudden, your leg's just shooting up with pain. You fall over. You just kind of fall back. As all of our characters fall asleep, you all wake up in the dream world. Alone.
Hey, Scotty. I thought maybe we should talk. You're not like the others, but I suppose you already know that. The voices you hear, the loss of control. I can make all of that go away. How does that sound, Scotty? Sounds pretty nice, doesn't it?
It does sound nice.
What do you say, Scotty? Do you want it all to go away? The voices? You want to finally be free? Have control over your own emotions, over your own actions again? All you have to do is say yes.
And we begin tonight's episode with all of our characters appearing in front of the office building. Pretty much at the end of last session, at the end of each character scene, they kind of went, all their vision went black. And as all their vision came back to them, they are all now together. There's Doug, there's Jules, there's Jacob, and Scotty. And, from what you guys can tell, you were certainly still in a dream, but, Jules might be a little confused right now, because she didn't know she was in a dream, correct?
Correct.
Okay, well, now you were standing in front of, 3 familiar idiots in front of an office building.
Wow.
Oh boy.
What is this? Is this more of your tricks? Finger guns
What
out.
tricks? Talking about tricks. Talk to
Are
me.
you really
guys.
Jacob?
Talk to me. Talk to me.
Put your fingers down.
Anyone want to say hello, Jacob, or something?
First off, what just happened?
You just
I
came
would like
after
to
me.
know. Y'all coming after me, okay? All of you. All right.
Well, we're
I don't know what that
around.
is. Was that a prank?
I didn't come after
I
you.
don't know.
I was just with my mom, and I was young again.
Well, it was weird. I saw 3 of you guys, and I don't think that was you. I guess, unless that was a really well, made plan. But I don't think those are you. But if those are you, then I'm in real danger. But
Jacob,
you
I
guys
have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
see what
Last I saw, I
happened.
was calling out this horrible, horrible woman for accusing me of things. Well, that I did, but still, that was beside the point. And I figured it out. I figured it all out. It wasn't real. I mean, of course, it's not real because it's a dream. But it wasn't me like dreaming of that. No, it was him.
What do you mean it wasn't real?
It was demon guy sent her to me, or it was her, or trying to mess with my mind.
Okay,
You
so
don't mess with Doug Diggum so easy.
for the sake of consistency, as you say, what do you mean it's not real? Roll for me, Jules, because we've kind of done that before. Every single time a part in the conversation comes up where it brings to question, like, wait, is what's going on right now real? I give you guys an opportunity to roll. Oh, I wasn't at the
I
bottom
wasted
of the
my
rolls.
one good roll.
Oh, well, I'm all the way. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so you suddenly do know you're dreaming. It all sort of clicks with you, like, oh, of course, I know I'm dreaming. And actually, that is such a good roll that we will say you probably kind of realize, like, oh, that thing happened again where I didn't realize I was dreaming and then it clicked that I did. Where, like, you even recognize that happens and that you don't always know you're dreaming when you come into the dream.
I see. I didn't realize this was a dream at first.
Yeah, normally we all end up together.
I mean,
Usually.
technically
Yeah.
it was for me, so for a second.
Yeah, but clearly you weren't with us.
I hope I am with
Well,
you
you
guys
are.
now.
You
I
are
still don't know
now.
actually, because you guys
What do you
started
mean?
fine, but then it was like all weird. You guys. Are
What do
saying
you
weird
mean,
stuff to
Jacob?
me. Oh no! Don't say that. Okay.
What?
Jacob is the trigger word for me right now. Okay.
It's literally
That's
your
your
name.
name.
What do you mean?
Okay. Let's just say say something like bro, like buddy, right?
I'm not calling you
Like
bro.
Jay, Yeah, let's do that, right?
All right, buddy.
Yeah, that's good. That
Right.
sounds better.
How about
Yeah.
I just don't say your name? How about that?
Sure, yeah. Yeah, and don't say like the time has come or something. I don't know, whatever that line that you guys think it worked, or some other demons, whatever. Feel like it was gonna work on me. I'm not gonna be triggered, okay? I'm
Yeah.
not
You
that.
seem slightly
Whatever.
triggered right now, but
I'm not. I'm very calm. It's not like I'm being tortured with bugs or whatever.
Whatever you
Totally
say,
fine.
Jacob.
Oh no.
Sorry.
Okay.
Force a habit. We're just gonna have to break that, I suppose.
Either way, it's us now. I don't know what you just dealt with. Scotty, what did you see?
I was just alone.
So we all had these experiences and you were just alone?
Yep. I was just in the dark.
I guess it plays into our fears. So suppose it makes sense if you're are you scared of the dark?
It's
Maybe
not
you just
scared of the dark. It's called being scared to be left alone.
Wouldn't take you for that kind of guy.
just feels like you try to keep yourself alone.
Well, if you think about
Exactly.
it, if I'm alone, it's harder to control what's going on in here.
Makes sense now, I suppose.
That's fair. Alright, so we're here.
Finally.
What's the plan?
Well,
Fine.
it's the office building.
Yeah, we're in front of it. Yes.
Think
Wait,
Lenny's back again?
I'd rather not find
I'm-
out.
Something.
We already explored it in one of our last
Things
streams.
happen every time in there, so
Does often seem to be a different experience
good
every
thing.
time. Well, we
so,
know we
I'm-
got the book from there. We got the, but we don't got Lenny from there. But we know how Lenny died. Probably,
I'm sure Lenny's still
Yeah.
in there, dead or alive.
or not. And it really
don't
doesn't give
know.
us any new information.
Well, what did that expert you talked to say? Did she say what we should or shouldn't do?
Well, there's things that we can do to contain this thing. However, we are probably a little outmatched, especially in our current states.
What do you mean current states?
Exhibit A. Scotty.
What does that mean?
You're little and a little, and that, and then of course that.
Injuries. Yes, thank you.
This might be a little more troublesome to deal with the demon. However, we did have a couple other options, but those might have included dealing with said problems in the awake world, not the awake and sleep world, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Well, most of
Yeah.
the stuff here translates to the real world. What did you have in mind?
Find some sort of holy man to do an exorcism? I don't trust doing that in this dream world.
I guess it's probably not the best idea, but we do need to give ourselves rest, so we need to figure out something to do while we're here.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Maybe we can try to hone our skills without hurting ourselves.
we can learn to control it better.
Mhm.
We need that.
So what, a training day? Or night?
Something like that. I
I
don't know.
suppose.
To be honest, you guys need more awakened powers.
I suppose
Yeah, we get it.
I only have the one, and it's not very useful, I guess, in most situations. So,
Probably need
Yeah.
somewhere relatively off the grid, although it's hard to say what we can and cannot hide from here. I do have one idea.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
Hear me out.
okay.
if you say the
Water
word
park.
water park,
Y'all can't say you ain't curious about what it looks like in this world.
There you go.
Less security to worry about.
I mean, I'm not opposed.
if we have to climb a fence again, Scotty
Yeah, I'm
can
avoiding
do
that
it.
fence at all.
Yeah, we can probably avoid the fence.
Who knows? Maybe it'll be open this time.
I guess.
I
we can-
really. What if it is open?
I mean, it's closed in the real
I
world.
meant the gate.
That would be terrifying if the water park is open,
Oh.
but I'd want to see it nonetheless.
Well, I guess we're not really wasting any time, so if that's where you guys want to go, then so be it.
All right, Jacob, fly us there. I mean, buddy,
Uh,
fly us there.
I can try. There's the 4 of you. The 3 of you, I mean. Kinda
Got a
heavy.
point.
But I can try, you know. Who knows? Maybe it could work, right? It's not like we're in danger. I can just, you know.
Yeah, you can try.
Do a
You know how to
little-
try.
Oh, I don't think it worked. I can only carry 1, I guess.
Yeah, we would say with that. What is your soul? Or soul stat, rather.
Like,
Scotty, that is Jacob. Yeah, you could probably only carry 1 person right now.
well, who's lucky one? Let's see.
Probably
injured?
Scotty. I guess
Scotty.
Doug and I could walk.
You can keep him off his leg.
I'm not crazy about flying, but it keeps me from walking.
Oh, that means
Not a
Jules
bad idea.
and Doug will get some alone time.
Oh my god.
Yay!
my
Great!
Sorry, I don't normally do this in these streams, but yay! Woo! You guys don't hear it right now, but just clapping happening.
I can
right
assume.
now.
I can assume.
Woo! Okay. Anyway, back to immersion. Yeah. So, do you take off with Scotty?
Yeah.
Do you warn
just-
him at all that you're doing this, or do you just grab him and take off?
A big old lanky
I
piggyback
just
ride.
grab them, you know? Like, you know, come on, Scotty, let's go.
He just has me in the air. I'm just like shoulders like this. Just
Yep.
while he's carrying
I'm just
me.
lifting him.
Yep.
It's like a big baby, you know?
Or I could just T-pose. Some people.
Probably looks more like when those falcons like grab a snake because it's all
Yeah.
like long and skinny.
Yeah, 'cause
Yep.
Yep.
Flying.
all right, so you're
Soaring.
flying. Just for the heck of it. Okay, Doug's skill. You have a struggle skill. And so does Jules. Excellent. Could you both roll for me against your struggle skill? Just to give us a general idea of how difficult it is for you guys to get here. Ooh, okay.
Nice.
We will say it's not awful. You don't die on the way, but it seems like quite a long walk. It's like one of those frustration dreams where like you guys feel like you're getting a decent pace, but as you sort of look off, you know, towards the horizon ahead of you as you're walking, it just doesn't really feel like you're getting anywhere fast, unfortunately. Jacob and Scotty, you have probably taken off way past them.
Like, bah.
Are you like circling back every once in a while to see if they're okay?
Suppose we'll like check up on them once in a while, like look back a little bit, I guess.
Okay. Could you roll for me again, Jakey? just because I want to see how well Jacob is doing.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Oh,
Okay.
he's like, I don't care about those people.
And then he drops Scotty, and Scotty dies.
Good thing nothing bad will happen to Scotty in this scenario.
As
Nothing bad
you were
ever happens to
flying-
Scotty.
Oh, God.
As you were flying, you actually start to feel kind of tired, and you feel your grip slipping. You do not have
Great.
much time to think. What do you do?
Put me on a roof.
What do I do? I'll probably see if I can see some places where I can like take a little break. You know, just drop.
Okay,
Then I'll
roll,
drop him.
roll for me really quick.
Alright.
We're rolling against
Okay.
your notice skill.
Oh no!
Oh
Someone's
man,
about to die.
Jacob, you're gonna get me killed.
you were flying
No, I'm fine,
kind
sorry,
of
but you have
high.
died.
Oh my god, Scotty's luck is
Even when it's someone else rolling for
permeating
us.
anybody he touches. He's like the Midas touch of bad luck.
Jacob rolls.
Bad.
Yeah, you don't see any place kind of quick. The only thing you think to
Okay.
yourself is you can try to get to the ground as quickly as possible and see if you can aim for some bushes when you inevitably drop Scotty.
God.
Oh my god. Gosh. What do I do? What do I do?
You do
Scotty.
have other skills that might help you.
Scotty, what
If
if
you-
I drop you, but I try to take a snap and see if I can freeze you for a bit, so I can go down and catch you.
I
That's the
like
plan.
that, and I like the creativity of that idea so much that I am going to give you a 10-point bonus on trying to roll
It's
it.
not gonna help if it's 100, you know.
It's not, but yeah, I mean,
Such a good idea, though.
You're trying to do
wanna-
freeze frame, so
Okay.
instead of trying to beat a
don't wanna
33, you have to beat a 43.
I don't
All right,
wanna-
guys. All right, Scotty. You know your life is on the line. All right,
No,
do you
but-
trust me?
Not really.
You jump, I jump. All
I don't
right.
blame him.
You ready?
They look like they're
Yeah.
struggling up there a little bit.
Yeah, it looks almost
about
like
to
he's
drop
about to
him,
drop
okay?
Scotty.
I'll
Yeah,
be
but-
honest, I
I'm about
didn't
to
think he
do
was
it.
actually gonna take off into the sky with
From
Scotty.
your
I was
guys'
just joking around.
perspective, they looked pretty like soaring and graceful before, but have you ever seen a bird that's stuck on like a really windy day? They're
Oh,
just
no.
like, they can't really like
Yeah, they're just
kind of,
like-
that's what they look like right now to you guys.
Just flopping in
All right.
place up there.
Okay, let's do the roll. Let's see. All right. Finger crossed.
Oh man, I
No. Just 10 inches. Like.
okay.
Is that Scotty?
He's dying, guys.
I will also say, because I liked the idea so much, I will give you a chance to re-roll if you want to.
Okay.
I don't do this often, but I
All right,
so want
thank
this
you.
to work.
Scotty died.
Let's see. You know, we don't want Scotty to die yet, right? So. Oh no.
Oh man, it just does not want
He
to
has
happen
to
today.
drop him. He
Somebody
has to drop
catch him. Somebody catch him right now.
Okay, so let me see here.
Let's see.
I
how
have-
Much more injured
I'm
I
just
can
gonna actually roll publicly so you guys can see. This is gonna determine how many feet in the air Jacob is when he
19.
loses
Oh.
grip of Scotty. Whew.
Oh my-
Okay. That is high in the air. Now, as I will say this as well, since you were falling 87 feet, you do have a little time to think here, Scotty. Is there anything you can think of doing here
Oh my god.
that might save you?
Thinking about my inevitable death?
Scotty.
God. I mean, I could try and shadow step,
Ooh, that is that. You could try to do that.
so I could land in a shadow and not, you know, shatter both of my legs.
Yeah.
That might be cool, if I can pull it off. If not, I'm gonna tuck and barrel roll.
If this doesn't work, you have to just accept.
I have to be-
No, I got ideas. How far away is he from us, would you say? He's just been
He
circling
said
back,
they
keeping
took
close.
off.
Yeah, they
we're
kind of
kinda
took
gone.
off. It's probably
Probably too far of a distance for you to try and run and catch me.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
close
not
enough
what
to
I'm planning.
close
Oh,
enough to
God.
see. But
I I guess I could try a shadow step.
I'd say maybe 150 feet off in the distance.
Perfect. So, Mr. GM, sir.
Yes, Mr.
I'd like to try a thing.
Okay. Oh, okay. I.
Scotty hasn't even gone yet.
Yeah, you try.
Let him try and save himself.
I feel like a shadow stepping is kind of the last ditch thing, so I don't know. It's whatever order you guys want to be in.
Try.
Well,
for it,
let's give Mitch the decision. Do you want to give Xylo a chance to do a new thing?
I'll let Xylo try first.
And if he fails, then you try your thing.
Yeah.
So, Doug's been gathering quite the affinity for water parks, right?
Yeah, he has.
Now, wouldn't it be great if you could just summon a water slide at will to just catch him mid-descent and have him slide on down to a safe thing? So
that
water
would be
slides.
kind of great. In fact, we would say if you were to pull something like this off, I would extend that power to pretty much be able to summon anything within reason, obviously.
Great. And I think a water slide. We're on the way to the water park. It's within reason.
It wouldn't be limited to the water slide. I'll just say that.
I just specifically am thinking water slide.
Yep. Let's see. Oh man.
Oh no.
Not today. Not today.
Not today. So you probably.
Oh no.
Jules.
No one needs to know that was my idea. No one needs to know.
Okay, so you just thought this. They don't see you go water slide, and nothing happened.
I think Jules probably sees that, but it could mean anything.
Yeah.
Water slide.
Yeah, so maybe you don't know what to make of it, but as this is happening in the distance and you see Scotty falling, you see Doug just go, water slide, and nothing happens. All right,
Oh boy.
Let's see if I can save myself.
Yeah, let's see if you can do this.
I have to be at a 19. Here we go.
Nope, you don't. Okay, so you try to shadow step. Nothing happens. You go plummeting
so bad.
to the ground. The ground is getting closer and closer and closer to you. Just as you were about to hit the ground, suddenly you stop about 5 feet above the ground.
5 feet.
You just freeze in midair and slowly are lowered down to the ground, as safe as can be.
Was that you?
Me? No.
You try to do a thing too?
No, I couldn't believe that Jacob dropped Scotty. I was in shock. I would have loved to.
I mean, with Scotty's like I'm not surprised, but
maybe it was Scotty or Jacob.
it's probably Scotty knowing
Heavy panting on the ground.
how many abilities he gets.
Yeah.
Let's go see if it's okay.
Imagine Jules and Doug take off running towards them.
Okay. You guys run to them. You meet up with Scotty. What did you do, Jacob, after you lost grip of Scotty? Did you try to like make it to the ground or something?
Yeah, of course. You know, I don't
Kept
want.
flying away. He never wants to see us again after that.
I want to go
Come out.
check and see if he's dead. If he's dead, I'm gonna run away. Like I didn't do it.
No, I will say, I mean, if you've kept a pretty close eye on him, I mean, this all happened probably. He fell what?
I'm
85
about to chase
feet,
him,
so this
it's
probably
pretty
all
close.
happened within 5 to 10 seconds. So you would see what I had just described. Like he was falling.
Oh my
he
god.
stopped like 5 feet above the ground and fell to the ground. You suspect maybe like, wait, does Scotty also have the ability to fly? He just hasn't like controlled it yet. You know, something like that. That might be a possibility. But yeah, Scotty is safe and sound on the ground.
Oh my god. Scotty, are you okay?
I
Oh
am
my God.
never flying with you ever.
I,
again.
I'm so sorry. It was just I don't know what happened. It was just a moment, you were so heavy. I never thought that you were gonna be a heavy guy. I'm so sorry.
Well, regardless,
Did you do it?
not dead.
Did
Thought I
you
was
do
gonna
it?
die, or at least snap both of my legs.
Yeah, what happened? You know, you kind of like you fly or something, or you just I don't know, slow
We
down.
didn't hear the thump, the thump.
I don't
What?
know. I thought you stopped me.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think it worked at that moment, and I don't know. I don't really know what's happening anymore. Sorry for dropping. It just
Yeah, apology not accepted.
okay.
Savage.
All right. Yeah, no, it's fine. You know, I get it. You're feeling all of the emotions. Just want
Yeah,
to say I'm
I
sorry.
think the fear of being alone is not the only fear I currently have now. It's being dropped in the sky.
I didn't mean for it to happen. Okay, Scotty.
Maybe
Got it.
we should just walk the rest of the way.
Yes.
Maybe yeah.
It's not a
Scotty-
bad idea.
Do you feel like you're up to it?
I would rather walk on my nearly broken leg than to try and go in the sky again.
Alright.
Okay. So the party begins to walk. Could you all roll for me real quick?
Oh boy.
Oh. Why now? I finally have a good roll.
Now you can roll. Now that Scotty's not
Be a
in
niche.
immediate
I'm
danger.
not in danger
Scotty.
anymore.
So we will say, based on the sort of general average of the party's rolls right there, you guys actually make it to the water park without too much difficulty. It is what you would expect to see as far as a water park in this world. It is there, but it is run down. It looks highly overgrown. There's, I'd say, maybe 10 to 15 rusted out cars scattered around the parking lot. And the front gate to the place is actually, looks like it at some point it had collapsed, and but there's just a big wide opening right into the front of the place. You could walk right in this place if you want.
I ain't gonna lie, I was hoping it would be some sort of creepy carnival, just lights blaring even in this world sort of thing.
I mean, everything else is run down. Why wouldn't this place be?
You're thinking,
Stop being
Makes
like,
sense.
deal with the wall again.
see, that was just,
I can be
that wasn't
grateful for
actually
that.
Doug, that was Xylo opening. I would have come up with a more creative nightmare thing for
Oh.
this water park.
Oh, that was Doug.
It was both.
So you're saying your purpose for going here is we're kind of like training powers kind of thing here. Is that's like
Yeah.
that's the party's goal right now? Now we will say we are at episode 15 of this campaign. And there's still a lot of powers that you guys haven't unlocked or have tried to. We have failed many, many times at trying to unlock powers. Doug especially. And at this point in the story, I will say sort of candidly that we did homebrew this whole like skill system. When in many ways we're kind of making it up as we go. So in the tradition of making it up as we go, I am going to say I want to make it a little bit easier for you guys to unlock some powers right now. So, I guess the way we will justify it is you guys aren't in a fight. You're not under any duress or stress. You're in sort of a controlled situation where you can focus a little bit more and try some things out. So, that being said, where do you guys go in the park first of all? There's are you looking for like space?
I think I was imagining just like the parking lot, maybe, but I guess.
Yeah, that would work. There's a large amount of space there.
Hmm.
Depending on how big the pools are, and if they're empty, that could be another training area.
Yeah, I mean, if you went inside, you would probably find like a large abandoned, like empty wave pool. So that would be a big amount
I
of
want
space.
to try the slides.
That's all he cares about.
You can, but there's blood running down them.
Gross.
Yeah, they're all kind of dried up and empty.
Now you know what to do, Jacob. Water slide.
You wanna go, bro? Water slide together?
I don't think there's any water in this park, Jake. I mean, friend.
It's fine. You can just come here, Jacob, now. Whatever.
All right, Jacob.
I'm getting over it already. Whatever that happened. So,
Yeah, he's moving on. I'm so proud of him.
I know, right? For once. So
who's trying what and who's trying what first?
I'd like to get out my notebook.
Okay. We see Jules take a notebook, I guess, from what, her pocket or something like that.
Yeah, I feel like she just has like a pocket, like little tiny notebook and pen. Or well, she keeps her pen behind her ear and then the other one in her either coat pocket or back pocket.
Okay. Now, could you explain to us what is Jules trying to do at this very moment?
Alright, so she's gonna take her pen and write in the notebook that she wants the water park to have water again. And her hope is that what she writes will actually happen.
Okay. I will say. Oh man, what do you think? What do we think is fair? I want your opinion, Xylo, because I know you've done a lot of games. What do you
So
think?
obviously,
is a
it
fair
can't just whatever she writes happens if this does become a thing. But for example, a water slide, water park having water, that sounds reasonable. So maybe if it's things that are written down, which makes sense, which are within reason, then it can be allowed. If, of course, this all works out.
Yeah, things that are worth
to whatever your current ramifications are, specifications.
But yeah, what do we think is a good shift of points?
Because we were doing 15, right? Or was it?
Yeah.
With 15 or lower. Too.
But we're in training montage mode right now.
Mhm.
You see.
Yeah.
Let's get down to business.
Should we go double?
Oh no, not
Should we say you have to beat a 30 to pull
It's
this
not
off?
unreasonable.
And to
Rocky
keep it kind of
Balboa.
fair for everybody, we'll go with 30. You have to beat a 30 now to unlock a new power instead of a 15.
Based on today for me, I don't know how I feel about it.
All right, Jacob, I want to try some stuff.
Jacob's like, excuse me, I already earned most of my abilities, so this is kind of unfair. Like,
Alright.
I need more.
and I will say, oh,
And...
I
Okay.
did it! And I would have beat the normal 15!
yeah, you would have. And for that reason, we will say it doesn't even happen slowly. You guys see Jules take out a notebook out of her pocket. She writes in it. None of you know what she writes, but the second she is done writing, water starts gushing from all the water slides in the entire park. The wave pool suddenly just fills up with water and starts, going again. Everything is going crazy in the water park. And Jules, you have a realization like, whoa, I
just
did that.
You gave us a working water park?
I want to do the slides.
Guess I did. I was half expecting it to work. I just thought, why not try it if we're here?
Okay.
Oh God.
So,
I could hug you right now, but you would yell at me.
Probably kill you.
Don't touch me.
See?
This looks fun now. It's a fun spot we're in.
So,
I like it.
yeah, Jules has a brand new skill in which, oh man, okay, here's the thing. Whenever we got a new skill, I was starting you guys off at 15 points. Do we start it off at a higher number? Or do we specifically have Kayla start off at a higher number because she rolled so well in spite of the shift thing?
That might be reasonable.
Yeah.
Because it would be unfair to the people who've been, getting their skills early and working
who
hard and
lucked out
raising them.
early.
This
that's
is only my second skill.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
And this is my first, like, usable one, I feel like, so...
So I will say with that, because you rolled so well, after, like, I made this stipulation to make it easier, and then you rolled a roll that would have beat it anyway, we will say you can start off at 20 instead of at 15. So your skill will start off at 20 points to do this skill, unless there's any sort of special circumstances, you will have to beat a 20. Wow, okay, Jules just did something awesome. Despite how run down this place is, it is a fully functioning water park now. Anybody else want to try anything?
I have an idea.
Yeah, you
I walk
do.
over to the vending machine. It might be busted, actually.
It takes the honey bun.
Crunchy one.
Now, I got all these business cards, and no one seems to want them. So they gotta serve another purpose. I feed a business card into the money slot, hoping to get myself a honey bun for my friend Scotty.
Crunchy one specifically.
A crunchy honey bun. Can my sheer force of will with these business cards trick even machinery itself
Yes.
into giving in to the sweet, sweet charms
So
of
here-
Doug Diggums?
So here's what we're thinking. If this works, oh man, have you ever seen?
Let me just roll it and we'll
Yeah,
figure
just
it out.
roll. Roll.
All right, let's go. What, did I hit it? I'm gonna do it again.
Oh,
Hey.
Doug slides a business card into this machine. It takes the card and magically spits out a really old cinnamon bun that happened to be in there. So have you ever seen the show Doctor Who? Doctor Who has this little notebook thing, and he can use it to trick people to make it look like any sort of identification he wants. So basically, any place he wants he just holds up an empty notebook, and they see like, oh, FBI director or head of the KGB or like whatever place he's in. So is this like the currency version of that for you, where you can just use it to buy something from anybody or convince them of something? Like, how do you want to use this power?
More so convincing, I think. Just the cards themselves, multi-purpose tool, you know.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, we can talk a little bit more about the specifics. And
I think like
limitations
it'll
of
get
this.
fleshed out as I think of another dumb idea of how to use this newfound ability.
Oh,
We'll see if
man.
it fits.
We are 2 for 2.
Montage, let's go.
With powers unlocked.
The power of training montages. It has to work.
Mm-hmm.
Who else got an idea?
How many abilities does Scotty already have?
I have
3, is it? Yeah.
You already have 3. Okay, and I was giving you guys 3, right?
I thought the
Basically.
max was 5. But-
Was it 5? I mean, you. I guess technically you
remember.
can like do what you. I think I was saying 3, but like you could add another one if you wanted. You then like I'm just trying to think if there's a limitation to that where.
Mhm.
'Cause I guess technically you could add as many skills as you want, but then you have more skills, less points to distribute amongst those skills. So.
Speaking of points, I'm gonna practice a finger gun in celebration. Bang bang! What happens? What
Oh
happens?
man.
Shoots the vending.
A really excited finger gun goes off.
Please
in the air.
do a firework. Firework.
Yeah, you shoot into the sky like a Wild West cowboy. Yeah, do you want to describe what happens? That's a really good roll.
Yeah. He puts his finger up in the air, fires, and it's just like a flare pretty much shooting up in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just explodes. Not entirely sure if it's a firework or a grenade he just shot into the sky, but something exploded up there in a really bright flash.
And as you do, guess what, Jules?
Oh, no.
There's a big bang. Big bang.
Yep, your
Fear
Oh, no.
stimulus.
yeah, Jules's fear stimulus is like activated. We'll say, I mean, you're not in a combat situation, but like, so it's not really
gets
gonna
shook.
affect you. Yeah, it's just for the next 5 minutes. As long as nothing happens to you in the next 5 minutes, you'll be okay, and it'll sort of like wear off. But yeah, Doug definitely spooked you there, and it kind of makes sense too, because he's tried this so many times, and you're
And in
kinda
training
used-
montage mode, easy.
Yeah, you guys are used to seeing him just go like bang bang and nothing happen.
Mm-hmm.
He basically looks like Cactus Jack. Wrestling reference for anybody. Anyway,
Got it, don't worry.
but yeah, this time it actually works, and you're just like, oh my god! It like makes you jump, Jules.
Right.
And then Jacob.
I have 2.
You have 2, yeah.
Technically.
Flying in.
So you could try kind of anything
have
you
something
want.
to try, but it's not really water park like specific. I feel like not here.
Doesn't necessarily need to be.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
so
training montage mode, you know?
Yeah, we're training
I just
montage.
sitting down. I'm just, I took a lot of Polaroids, like, throughout this journey so far. So I'm like starting looking at them, and just, the photos always kind of speak to me. I'm wondering if, it can kind of take me in, or have something got into what is in the picture, kind of.
Okay, explain that
power.
again. A little.
Kind of like like the picture, whatever picture that I took, I can somehow go back into
Teleport
that
through
moment.
pictures. That'd be cool.
I don't know if it's like just
Ooh.
teleport or just like going back to that moment, whether it's like the same time or like back in that time.
Oh, like have it like a video instead of a picture? Like it'll
There's some sort of
replay?
like a containment going back to there.
I think he wants to like his body to like go back to that point in time though, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so
and I was.
So it's
I
almost
don't
like
know.
time traveling through photos though.
Yeah, kinda.
I gotta think about that, because I don't know if time travel is a thing, is a seal we want to break in this campaign. Once we get
What
into
if not
time
dangerous
travel,
What if not time travel? It's like, what if we do like
we could do
we just
location.
go
maybe.
back? It's like it's like the same place, but it's not exactly the same place, but it's just like kind of you go back to that like sort of room. So in a way, it's more of like serve as like a containment kind of situation. Like you can. Someone
Okay,
can
so it's
actually
not
get
necessarily
trapped
going back
in.
to that time. It's almost like a room outside of time in a way, where it's like, are you talking about like
Yeah.
a safe room kind of thing?
You
Or
kind
are
of only
talking
have
about-
that like whatever the picture capture, you can kind of like just be there. Maybe
Go
just
back to
that,
that moment.
particular
You could use it as like a
moment.
fast travel kind of thing. So it's just like any
Or like to get
you could
out of
use it, like,
situation.
location, where
Or
it's
to
just like
trap
if you
something,
have a
you know,
picture,
you know?
you could travel to that location, but it wouldn't affect like time at all. Like you wouldn't go back in history
Yeah.
or anything, but you could go to that spot. So like,
Yes.
for example, if you guys went to a place that you know you're gonna have to come back to, you could take a
Mhm.
picture of that place, and instead of having to travel all the way back there, when it's time to go
Mhm.
back there, you could be like, oh, here's our picture, let's just go there.
We need to check on that thing there again. Let's go.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Right back out.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, we can try that. How would we do? How would you do this now? I mean, you have a couple of Polaroids.
I'm looking for random pictures. Maybe I pick out the one picture, for example. Like I took a picture when we were in that weird cave of
Oh,
that
yeah, you did.
weird old
It's the
person.
guy.
Randall's
The
cave.
guy.
Randall.
Rand.
You gonna go say hi to Randall?
Why not? You know? Cool picture. You know?
Okay, so I
So-
guess
Mm.
You,
I'm scared.
you take out the picture, you look at it, and I guess roll. Ooh,
No.
man. And something I said before, but then Jules or Kayla just succeeded right away, I think, before I could even get the sentence out.
Yeah.
Because we were also in training montage trying things. Because you try something and fail doesn't mean you can't try it again.
Okay.
So, I will say you can have 2 more chances to try to do this. If
Okay.
You want.
So
So-
2 of them. One of them has to work. All right. 99. Here I go. No.
Yeah, it's coming. Oh, so much closer.
All right. One
That
more.
time, I
please.
guess, as you're... Okay, so
Hey!
the second time Jacob does this, you're looking at the photograph, and it's almost like your vision starts to sort of tunnel vision on the
I gotta bring
photograph
it
for a
back.
second.
Oh my
You
God.
feel like you're almost traveling into it, but
I
then
feel
you
like
come
I'm
back
talking to
out of it,
myself again.
and you guys probably see Jacob sort of shake his head. He focuses a little more, and
No.
let's think of the logistics of
He's
this.
really focusing. Okay.
When you travel into the photograph, Jacob, does the photograph disappear, or does the photograph just sort of fall onto the ground?
If I go in, suddenly I am in the photo as well.
Yeah, you would be in the photo, so...
Yeah, it's like a shot, but like I'm also in.
Okay,
You
so
know,
the
that's how I
photograph
wanna
would
see it.
still be there, right?
Yes, it drops on the ground.
Yeah, so the rest of
Oh.
you guys would see Jacob holding up this photo. You would probably see him quickly get sucked into the photograph, and the photo just sort of fall onto the ground.
Bye,
Hey,
guys.
Jacob, fly up in the air for me. I got something else I want to try. Jacob?
Just a picture slowly.
Yeah.
And at that moment, Jacob, you see a familiar face. Well,
Yeah.
What
Oh boy.
what are you doing here?
Hi. Oh my God, it worked.
What did
Oh my
get
God.
get out of my cave? I'm busy. I'm eating dinner.
I'm sorry. I'm just, it worked. Okay. I come back through a photo. All right. Hi.
Great,
Do you not
it
remember
works.
me?
Great, awesome. Now leave.
Oh, okay. Leave. Gosh, I didn't think of leaving. Right.
I walk
Yep.
over and pick up the photo, looking at it confused.
Yeah, as you do, you almost feel a little, I guess, vibration in your hand, and out comes Jacob back out of the photograph.
Oh. Wow.
How you doing, Jacob?
Guys, you won't believe what just happened. I just saw Randolph.
Who?
He's eating dinner.
How's he doing?
Oh.
He doesn't want me to be there, but
Figured.
I got there. This photo that I took.
It is
Yeah.
photograph.
Yeah, that's what he did.
Yeah, and now
He was
I'm
in the
back
photo.
here.
Now he's not in the photo anymore.
So I was back in that moment, like that in that place. Oh my God.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
So you have unlocked
Hand him back his photo.
a new ability. From what
Yeah.
what you can understand, you can travel to the locations
Yeah.
in your photographs.
Yeah.
Jacob.
Hopefully I can grab more people in the future.
Potentially. Okay, so I guess I'll leave it up to you, Mr. Scotty, whether or not you want to try anything new, if you have anything in mind, or if
I
you're
have an
happy
idea
with...
since no one's done it yet. I was hoping someone would, but no one did.
Didn't have the idea.
Which idea?
I'm sitting on the ground looking at my barely functioning ankle, and I pray
I
for
did
it to
have
be
that
fixed.
idea, but it ain't Doug. It ain't Doug.
And I pray for it to be fixed.
Oh, okay,
I
so,
want to try to heal my ankle.
Oop, I just did a...
For sake of Scotty rolls in the future, this has to fail.
This has to fail.
Okay, let's give it a try. Oops, I just opened Photoshop.
Oh.
Well done.
That's gonna
Fail.
pop up in front. Okay,
Yep.
there we go.
That one had to be a Scotty roll. Had to.
Mhm. All
What are you
right.
doing over there, Scotty?
You know, just holding my ankle, praying for the best.
Oh, I mean, I can probably fix it with my new thing, maybe.
Might be able to help.
Oh, that's true. You could do that with your new thing.
I would like to attempt to fix Scotty. I'll probably just write down, what's his name? Scotty Miller is in perfect health.
Okay.
This
That's
can't happen.
even better than my ankle being fixed.
Stream is
Does this
gonna
count
lag.
mental health?
Oh,
I think she's just aiming for physical, but
Yeah.
never know if I roll really well.
We'll
I
see.
just changed Scotty's whole personality.
Just not salty anymore.
But there's no way it
Oh,
can't
hi
work.
guys. Good to see you. Good to see you.
I'm not gonna roll good twice in a row. Yeah, didn't feel it.
Ooh.
You know, I'm still a little shaken up from Doug firing his finger guns, so
It just normally doesn't work. I didn't think it would work.
maybe give me a few minutes and I'll try again, Scotty.
Sorry.
Okay.
should I try something?
If
Got
you
another
want to try
idea?
something.
I mean, I think I also did take a picture at that like medical place. First aid. Do we need some first aid stuff, or do we still have them?
Ooh, that's a good question. Do you guys still have the medical supplies?
Well,
There
we're
was-
Oh,
Wouldn't
I imagine we've been able to use a good amount of it on him already.
Yeah.
Do we
Oh,
want
yeah,
more?
that's
Maybe I can go get
true.
some supply.
Maybe get him some pain meds or something. That might be reasonable.
That might be
Let's
the
try.
best you can do because,
Yeah.
I mean, you guys were pretty much out of pharmacy, and there's really only
pharmacy.
so much you can do with like.
How much
bandage-
surgical equipment can we find at this pharmacy, man?
Yeah, exactly. You're not you're not able to give him like a full-on cast or
Oh,
anything
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But whatever can make him feel better. Because I feel bad for Scotty, you know?
Like
Some
any
emotional
certain
support.
amounts of things can only time can heal them, unfortunately. So
Yeah. I'll go find some painkillers or just like band-aids, just like whatever that can make it a little bit better.
Maybe some antidepressants.
And yes, and that if I can find them.
The Scotty dinner special.
Scott,
Guess I'm gonna do a little row and see if I can go back for this one.
Okay, yeah, give it a try.
There. Come on, good rolls. No Scotty rolls.
Ooh, it does not succeed,
Uh.
unfortunately.
Ooh,
You
sad.
try, but yeah, I
I
mean,
felt Scotty again.
Scotty's
Ouch.
he's hanging in there. He's not like mortally wounded. It's not like it doesn't seem like he's gonna die or anything like that. He's just got a
He's been through a lot.
yeah. He's been through a lot. His ankle hurts. He's got a good
Hmm.
limp on him, but he can still move. It's not like he's fully incapacitated. So
Yeah.
Scotty's okay. He's all right.
Sorry,
He's
Scotty.
fine.
Just
Not
fine.
personal. That my
Um,
powers keep not working on you. Just you.
So, let me... Oh, man. Okay. There's a thing that's going to happen, but I want to give you guys an opportunity to try anything else you want to try before that happens. So, you let me know if there's anything else you guys want to try.
I want a bouncy castle.
Okay? Are you trying to do your same ability you did with the water slide, where you just manifest a thing you want?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jacob, fly up in the air and then start falling. I want to see if the pressure will help me.
Okay.
You can like
Um,
fly at the end or whatever if you think you're gonna die, but
I can. I mean, flying today hasn't just been too
Mhm.
great, but I guess I can fly if you want me to.
or if you want
so-
to pick up Scotty and drop him.
No, I don't think I
I'd
will.
rather
I don't
you
think
not.
he wants it. I can pick you up, though. No. You want to. Your eyes is telling me something else. You
All right,
said-
pick me up and there's water in the pool, right? Pick me up,
Yeah.
put me over the pool. Let's go.
Okay, all right, okay.
Really
look-
We need the pressure. It's not gonna work
Alright.
without the right amount of pressure.
Um,
Whoa!
Okay, so will I drop him? Let's roll and see, I guess, or
Well, first, let's roll with the fly
Roll
to
for
see
the
if you
fly.
can even
Alright.
pick him up.
yes. Oh, he's very heavy.
He is a heavy boy. The
what have
mustache
you been
alone
eating?
probably weighs 5 pounds.
Shave that mustache.
Okay. Either way, are you still, even though he can't make you fly, are you still trying to bouncy castle this? Are you trying to
Sure.
make a bouncy castle appear, Doug?
I'm trying to make a bouncy castle up here.
All right. Do it.
Nope, no bouncy
Nope.
castle.
Oh.
I will give you. I will even say, separate from the water slide earlier, I will give you 2 more tries right now if you're really trying.
I don't know if this is a really trying sort of scenario, if I'm being honest.
That's fair. That's fair.
This is Doug on a whim being like, bouncy castle?
Huh? This is finger guns all over again. All right. Is anybody else trying anything?
I guess if possible, I'd love to try the taking notes thing again on Scotty's injuries, but that's not a new thing by any means.
Okay, you can try. I'll say you can try that one more time. We'll just give you a chance to. Oh man.
Ooh.
Malek.
We see Jules write in her notebook, and instantly, some of the pain that you've been feeling, Scotty. At first, you might think, like, okay, maybe I've just been feeling it for so long now in my ankle that I'm, like, just sort of getting used to it, that it's kind of out of mind, but your ankle's actually feeling a little bit better right now. Do you try to stand up or anything like that?
I guess I'll stand.
Yeah. All right, stand up. You are gonna have. Oh man, you're gonna ruin this, but I'm gonna make you roll anyway, just to see how bad you're struggling now.
Okay.
I hope the rolls match the narrative, and you get a good roll, just to be like, oh, he can like walk
yeah.
now and stuff. My God.
No. Oh.
Okay,
Not a terrible roll.
it's not terrible. What is your
It's 23.
23? Is your struggle?
Wait, your struggle's only 23 for Scotty?
Yeah, you'd think he
I thought
would
it would
do
be
better.
85 by now.
But
I mean,
Scotty is actually a pretty fit guy, and his body stat is 60. So that is below 60, so we can say it is a partial success.
Yay.
So we will say it is like twice as easy to walk now. Still hurts a little bit, still a little bit painful, but it is noticeably easier to walk if you're trying to walk. And if you guys are looking at him, it is noticeable enough where you guys even notice, like, oh man, Scotty's actually getting around better than he should right now.
Oh.
Awesome.
Hey, Kayla, you want to hate me real quick? Mev, I want to try something.
Yes. Sure. You
Why?
try it.
Oh.
Now that I can walk, I
Oh,
want to
man.
practice my blood manipulation on something.
Oh man.
On
Okay.
me?
No, not on you. I'm just
What?
saying you just healed
Me?
and now
Because
you're
I dropped you?
No, relax. Calm down. Let me
Oh,
explain.
okay.
Okay.
I walk up to a door in the water park and it's locked. I want to prick my top of my finger and see if I can morph it into a key to then unlock that door.
Ooh, man. Okay. I will say, well, yes. Yes, you can try that, of course. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's not even that bad of an injury if I just prick the
Blood
top of my
key.
finger.
We will also say, because I like that idea, I'm feeling generous tonight. We will give you a 5% bonus to hit it, to do it. Actually, you know what? This is Scotty. We'll give you a 10% bonus to hit it.
Just because it's
Because he's hurting himself.
Just because it's Scotty. 10 for Scotty has to equal at least 5 for everybody else. We should probably give like 20.
Yeah, he needs a curve.
Yup. Nope.
Yep, he needed it. Yeah,
Mhm.
and it's a
a
88.
double.
Maybe I pricked a little too far.
Yeah, so
Bleeding
you
on a
probably
doorknob.
cut your finger. Actually, from your guys' perspective, I mean, you might know what he's doing because you guys saw him do the sword thing. But he slashes his finger, and it's just not working for you, Scotty, unfortunately.
No, I'm just
And
like,
we'll say you're... Obviously, this doesn't affect your limp or anything, but we will say, sort of from a DM behind-the-scenes perspective, that you just re-injured yourself a little bit more there.
Just a little damage
Just a
on
little bit.
onto
Nothing too bad.
onto the pile, you know. A drop in the bucket.
We kind of talked about this a little bit with that particular power with Mitch, where it is very much, I'm just kind of explaining this more for the audience, it is very much a risk versus reward kind of power. If he wants to do something big, he's gonna, like, hurt himself a lot more. But he has the opportunity to do something way more powerful with it, if that makes sense. So it's almost like a berserker class in a lot of games, where it's like they can do big things of damage, but they injure themselves in the process, kind of thing. So that power has very much that kind of vibe to it. But yeah, it does not work. It hurts. Is anybody else trying anything before I
Got
do
one more
anything?
thing from right in the beginning.
Got
Want to try
it.
one more time.
Okay.
Water slide.
Hey, Scotty, you should go jump in the pool.
Oh. Okay, what are you trying to do right now,
Can you just tell me
exactly?
what to
Just
do?
make him really want to jump in the pool. Just with my sheer charm. That Doug Diggum's charm.
Oh, man.
With my Hawaiian
Oh.
outfit
I tried
on.
to convince the cultists or what to leave us alone one time and it didn't work. But Scotty's, you know, finally in good health. Maybe he just wants to swim.
Scotty, could you roll for me against your struggle, I guess? No, wait, this would be a mind thing. Would it
Minds,
be
maybe?
Discipline?
Yeah.
Discipline? He's got a
He
discipline.
could, yeah, if he can get closer with the discipline, then you know.
He could.
By
He's
all
got a
means.
good discipline skill, too, but
Yeah.
still, that 2? Wow. Oh,
Scotty
man.
rolls.
Scotty, could you describe to us what happens right now as... Yeah, I think you know what
Jump in
happens.
the pool.
I think you know what happens.
I guess
Look
I
like
go,
if you use a dip, huh?
I guess I go full sprint. And I just cannonball into the pool.
Yup.
Never seen Scotty so happy before.
What did you just do to him?
I have no
I didn't-
idea.
I didn't even take my shoes off.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
That
just
should've
going to
been-
say, if you ever do anything like that to me,
You see, I was thinking about doing it to you, but then I assumed that you would have this very response. So
Also, don't do that to me
What I
because you
thought.
know I like my.
I was
hair
also
drop.
thinking about doing it to you, but that just you'd be the most reasonable about it. So you know, Goldilocks situation right here.
Okay. Okay.
And plus, you have all your pictures. I didn't want them to get ruined.
Yes. So don't do it. All right.
Scotty needed to wash the blood off himself anyway. So
Now the pool's got blood in it. Nice.
Gotta cleanse his toe, I guess.
Now the pool is red.
I don't think it was that much blood.
Okay.
Yeah.
now, Xylo,
One little break.
how long do you think this lasts? Do you think it's like he has this sudden impulse to do it? The second he's done it, he's back to Scotty.
I think it depends on my role. So
Yeah.
I think
okay.
he's still Scotty, but he just wants to be in the pool.
Yeah. Because of the oh man. The distance between those two rolls too. You got a 2, he got an 82. We are gonna say for I guess the next
What's Scotty look like when he's in the pool? Does he have a grumpy face on him or something?
Yeah, I just slowly
Just
run.
grumpily swimming around.
I hope so.
Just really angry swimming.
yeah. He's
Aggressive
rage swimming
doggy
right
paddle.
now.
Yeah, if he's in there for like more than a few minutes, I'll be like, you know, Scotty, you can get out whenever you want.
And people in chat are saying like so like mind control. It's kind of like mind control, but I feel like we're on the
Coercion, mind
same,
coercion.
same wavelength. It's not quite as OP
Yeah.
as just overt mind control. It needs to be reasonable. It's
That
almost
same
like the
thing,
Jedi mind trick in
yeah,
from Star
I was gonna
Wars.
say, I think one, you did not see these droids.
Well, I think Mario always kind of played it where like we couldn't really Yeah, it's more like charm person. It's more like a charm person thing. I'd say that's closer. If it's completely unreasonable, I feel like you can still try to do it. You could still try to make a
Yeah, but I'd need to
suggestion.
roll like that to do anything.
Yeah, you need to roll
crazy,
like
crazy.
that. I'd probably give you a disadvantage and stuff, if,
All
depending
good.
on how unreasonable it is. But yeah, this time, we'll say for at least the next 5 minutes, as long as Doug wants Scotty to be swimming, he is swimming in the pool.
Yeah, after a couple minutes, I'm just like astounded that he's just still kicking away.
Yep.
I'm like, you might want to dry off at some point or take your shoes off at least.
Yeah, and yeah, from your perspective, Scotty, it doesn't feel like you still have like full control over yourselves. This feels different than previous times when you didn't really feel like you had control. You just really feel like you want to swim right now for some reason. You don't know what it is. You know, maybe you just needed a little bit of a release or a
Maybe
break
it was the
from all
heel
the
of my
craziness.
legs. I was like, yes, I can swim perfectly now.
Mm-hmm. So, we are gonna say, as this is happening, you guys suddenly hear a distant noise. It sounds like a garbage can being knocked over kind of thing. And you hear some voices. You hear, "Shh, be quiet, they'll hear us coming. I know I saw them on the security cameras. Yeah, I didn't mean to take a break. I didn't eat dinner before I came to work tonight. I had to eat something. This is normally the most boring job." And as this is happening, you guys wake up. You are back in the locker room, and you hear some distant voices.
That's even worse.
Oh boy.
You hear, "Look, I signed up for this job because it's supposed to be boring. It's a freaking water park in the middle of the winter. Nothing's supposed to be happening. I was supposed to catch up on all my reading, and now who breaks into a water park in November? Who does that? I don't know. Okay, but pretty sure they're inside the locker room. Don't know if they hear us coming." You guys absolutely hear them coming. We will say you have 30 seconds to decide what to do before they bust through the door.
All right.
Shadow step.
I get up, make sure my dogs are okay, make sure Franklin's all good.
Yep, they all good.
Just begin to collect my things. Get my bag on. What's
Okay.
everyone else doing?
So I feel like I'm not that worried.
Yeah,
So,
I'm not like, I'm probably not going slow, but
yeah.
I always got a plan, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, some ways to get out, so not to.
Okay, yeah, suddenly after a couple of seconds, Doug is collecting his things. What are the rest of you guys doing? Is anybody doing anything noticeable or worth mentioning? Or you just kind of like waiting to see what happens?
I was gonna try a shadow step and try and drag everyone into it.
Ooh,
If
okay,
that's-
try to do that.
Hopefully it'll work.
Roll.
You know what, man?
Yeah, you don't do that. You don't do
You just
that
like
at all.
yank Doug to the ground or something.
Yeah, you grab Doug by the
By the collar and
by the collar, and you just kind of pull him down. You don't get like pulled over like off your balance or something. He just kind of pulls you down. You're like, can I help you? And suddenly you would hear from outside, "Look, we know you're in there. We don't want any trouble, okay? Just come out quietly, and maybe we won't call the police."
You want this one, Jules, or should I?
This guy sounds scared.
You know, I just woke up. I'll let you handle it.
All right.
Maybe I can handle it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go handle it.
Are you sure?
Okay.
I don't know if a Scotty way of handling this is ideal.
Which door is he going to? Or like, how many doors are in this area? Like, which one are they at?
Okay, let's think about this. You guys are in a locker room, correct?
Mm-hmm.
There's probably only one kind of main entrance into that locker room.
At best, there might be like a maintenance door or something.
Yeah.
but-
Hold on. Let's roll 1d2. 1, there's a maintenance door. 2, there isn't. No maintenance door. There's
Fair
only
enough.
one entrance into that room.
Yeah, so I'm just letting Doug handle it. Totally wasn't going to go out a different door.
Look, we know you're in there. You better answer soon, or else you guys are gonna be in even more trouble than you are already.
I think I casually stroll out the little door. Take a look at the time. Really taking you.
Don't move. And you see a guy pointing. He's not even pointing a gun at you. He's pointing
Please don't be pepper spray.
He's pointing a taser at you. In fact.
Okay.
Oh, that's even worse. Oh.
Don't move, buddy. You wanna ride the lightning?
Excuse me, sir. You're saying it took you this long. You've found some sort of discrepancy in your facility, and you have not addressed it. You sat there yelling at the door for about a minute and a half.
Look. Who are you?
Pull out one of my business cards, and man, I just want to be water park management right now.
Okay, hand it to me and roll. I will say, because I love this idea.
Can I be the CEO of this company?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Wow.
What does the name say on this business card, Doug?
Wow.
Let's see. What's a good dumb name that should work anyway? Because I got a 1. The name is just Michael Jackson.
Mr. Jackson. Oh, sir, what are you doing here? Yeah, the
Came
security
to
guard is
inspect
just
certain
like
facilities.
the other security guard's like, who's Mr. Jackson? Our boss, you idiot. Yes, of course, sir. In November at night.
Certainly a time to be checking if the security is working.
Yeah. Everything's tip top, sir. Everything's going great.
You see, I've had my actors staying in this building for several hours now, unperturbed.
Actors, sir?
Of course they're actors.
Right. I'm sorry, sir. I know it's no excuse. I didn't.
Look, we had an opportunity to get on the TV show of water parks travesties. All right.
Yes, of course, sir.
We were gonna get that guy on TV to come in here and make this water park a fantastic place, but apparently it's not up to regulation. You could lose your job over this.
No, sir, please. I really need this. I really need this job, sir. I need it. I'm saving up for there's a new game coming. Never mind. It's not important. I need this job, sir.
Telling me a game? Your game is the reason you're willing to lose your job?
No.
what?
The game is the reason I want to keep my job, sir.
You will address me as Mr. Jackson, not sir.
Yes, Mr. Jackson. Yes.
You know what? Just beat it.
Right,
You.
Mr.
Wait,
Jackson.
Beat it.
Before he tells him to leave, can I come out?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you can.
And I nudge Doug, and I'm like, hey, he could be useful if he's in security. He can let us know when these people come, if they come here.
You know what? Here. There's a number on this card. You see anyone else suspicious come near, you call me immediately. It's my private number.
Yes, of course, sir. Of course,
Just make sure
Mr. Jackson.
you never even consider leaving a voicemail.
Oh.
If it rings 3 times, just hang up. I'm not answering.
Right. Don't.
I'm a very busy man.
3 times, no voicemail. Got it, sir. Mr. Jackson.
That's right.
He walks away, and I would say at this moment, while all of this is happening outside, Jules, your phone vibrates in your pocket.
Man, I'm a smooth criminal.
Is someone calling me?
You actually have a text message.
Ooh.
And it says, Detective Lancaster, I got your message. We should talk. And it has an address. And with that, we are going to take our break for this evening.
Oh, snap.
Ooh. Crazy. Oh man, I'm so happy that you guys unlocked some things tonight. I made
No,
it.
this has
Perfect
been a
diagram.
great.
I made it easier, but in a lot of ways, you didn't even need it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the rolls were actually good, except for Scotty's, but that. Yeah.
I mean, that's a natural
Tracks.
thing.
I love the fact that the second Jacob decided to fly with Scotty's, it almost poisoned Jacob's rolls too, and he's just
Yeah,
like
every time.
It's so great.
Just don't be next to me.
Yeah. Be gone, Scotty Rose. I don't want you.
Yes, I just need to be in my own bubble.
Oh,
and
everyone in
just
chat
enjoy
with the
it all
puns.
over.
Xylo is a smooth
Oh, yeah.
criminal. That was such a thriller. Beat it, Xylo. Ha ha ha.
I didn't want to go too overboard with it.
Oh man. Okay, hope you guys are enjoying tonight's episode so far.
Sure am.
Now is the perfect time to go grab a snack, grab a drink, go to the bathroom, wash your hands, especially you. You know who you are. You know who I'm talking about. Don't act like you don't know who I'm talking about, chat. Now there's 150 people. 153 people going, you talking about me?
I thought my hands.
My hands? No, it's totally cubistic, obviously. Anyway, yeah, we are gonna take a quick break, check out some fan art. We're actually just about to the point where I have enough fan art where I'm gonna make a new one. So for next week, we'll have some new fan art in there. But for now, enjoy some of the fan art you've seen already, and we will see you guys in just a moment. Hey, chat. Welcome back. We're back, chat. How was your break? Everybody's break
Pretty
good?
good.
Pretty good. I got coffee. That's pretty PogChamp. Normally when we come back from the break, I don't even address the audience, and a lot of times we'll just go kind of right back into it.
Yeah, this is weird.
Yeah, this is weird,
Real
right?
weird.
I don't know. What do I do?
Little bit.
It's too late. No, the reason I did it, some people were saying in chat that Doug should have his. Xylo just brought this up to me. That Doug should just automatically have his ability unlocked now because he rolled a 1. That applied only to knowing whether they were dreaming or not, or whether they would remember the dream. Does not apply to all of their skills. That was something I just kind of homebrewed in just for the sleeping, like knowing if you're dreaming thing. So
I tried, chat. I tried.
Mm-hmm.
It's alright, don't worry, I have a really high score in it anyway.
Yeah, yep. He's been putting points in it. So so yeah. That's that. So yeah, we just left off. Doug. He
That's Michael Jackson to you, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mr. Jackson got the security guards to go away and leave these guys alone. And Jules just received a precarious text message on her phone, apparently responding to the message she had left on the voicemail attached to the mysterious number she had found in the notebook. So, security guards are gone. Jules just got a text message. That's where we is. I don't know if one of you wants to pick it up. Does Jules tell her friends about it?
I think the first thing she's gonna do is, because I imagine this is all happening whilst that conversation is going on with the security guards.
Mm-hmm.
She'll probably take the address that they sent and put it into her phone just to see how far away, they are.
Okay. I am going to, and I'll even do it in chat, / roll 1d 30. All right, it's 29 minutes away, about a half an hour away from where you're at.
Right. Then I'll probably just wait until the whole security guard issue is over.
Do you use something like Google Maps or something like that?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I guess roll against your general education skill.
Okay.
Oh man.
Look at that
Good
navigator.
tonight.
All right, as you look at this, you see where the address is. You actually know this neighborhood quite well. It is a rather wealthy neighborhood, actually. A lot of like really big mansions and houses in this neighborhood.
All right.
And we will say at some point, I see somebody asking in chat. We will say at this point, it's maybe about midnight, I'd say. Probably the time it is right now, midnight.
Do we feel rested?
Roll. You're feeling kind of tired, Doug.
Okay.
My rolls today.
I will say, and I'm just gonna override my own rule here and make an exception. Just because of the nature of what it is and to serve the narrative a little bit better. You guys all remember unlocking your powers in the dream. We'll just say I'm giving you guys all a freebie. You remember the dream, so everybody remembers their stuff. Jakey, you feel surprisingly full of energy. You actually feel...
Well, I don't need coffee.
Yeah, you don't even need coffee. You feel like $1 million bucks, actually. You're feeling great.
Me too.
As always.
Yeah, Jules, you're actually feeling pretty good as well.
I'm excited about that text I just got.
And I'd actually even say, Scotty, for you, 58's actually a pretty good roll. So that that healing that happened to you in the dream seems to have transferred over into the real world. You're still injured, but you can definitely walk easier than you had before.
Gain some strength back.
Mm-hmm.
I walk into the staff room at the water park, get myself a coffee from the community machine. We walk right past the guys who were trying to throw us out.
Okay.
Are they still just chilling there, or like what's happening?
They probably, you see them, they probably see you as you walk by, and they're like, oh, they're like trying to look busy. They're doing that thing at work where you're trying to look busy, like you're actually doing something when you're not.
Of course.
They're working really hard at pretending like they're working. Just for the heck of it, this is gonna have no bearing on anything
So good.
whatsoever. Roll for me, and let's just see how good good this cup of coffee is. Just because, yeah, it's an average cup of coffee.
Could be
It's
worse.
Could be worse. You've had worse. You've had better. That feels appropriate for like water park vending machine coffee.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yep. All right, yeah, Jules, you have a location on this address from the message you got. You guys are kind of, you feel kind of safe here. Security guards aren't messing with you, and you haven't really seen any cultists come here looking for you or anything like that.
Should probably just gather her things and be like, all right, boys, it's time to go. We got somewhere to be.
Where do we got to be?
where?
I'll tell you in the car.
Oh.
We got the whole water park to ourselves as long as Michael Jackson says we can stay.
I think this is a little bit more important.
Okay. Let's go wherever
You
you
insist.
want. Yes.
What, are you tired, Doc?
Fine.
You look not like yourself today.
Hey, can you guys do me a favor before we go to wherever we're going?
Yeah.
Can we change clothes, please?
Oh, right.
It's a good idea.
Did he just wake up soaking wet? Please tell me yes.
Oh my god.
Um,
That would be
Please
funny.
tell me
Oh
yes.
man.
I'm gonna
Does-
say yes.
Does
just
Dream
'cause
World
it's
Water
funny.
translate?
so many other things have translated into real world that I automatically want to say yes, but I feel like this is an opportunity to let a Scotty roll to decide.
Scotty roll.
Here we go. I was okay with it, but let's see if
So wait, we'll
Scotty's
say
okay
below
with it.
50, no. Above 50,
Above
yes,
50,
you were
yes.
wet.
I am
Oh
not.
no, you were totally dry right now for some
Oh,
reason.
really? That's
That's
the
what
best roll I've
Scotty's gonna
got.
use the good
Are
rolls
you
for.
kidding me? The one time we want him to roll badly.
Oh, my clothes aren't wet. Yay.
This is
But I
this
still
is
wanna change.
triggering. This is triggering.
Pineapple shirt really isn't. It's not feeling it right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So strangely enough, you were not wet right now.
Thank you, D&D gods.
Oh my god.
So are you guys listening to Jules? Are you leaving the water park? What are you doing here? She hasn't really explained to you what she's talking about.
Jacob would.
Think I'll get my clothes out of my car, walk right back into the water park. Figure they got plenty of changing rooms and stuff.
Okay.
And kind of waiting for an explanation as, going through these motions, assumingly not getting one.
I go in the passenger seat of the car and I just wait for them all to do their business.
Oh yeah, she's not wearing a funky outfit.
Hey, Mev, someone just brought up a good point.
Mm-hmm.
If I go change into my clothes, is there still blood all over my clothes?
I was just going to say, I was gonna ask you, what did you choose for like a costume again?
I had the Hawaiian shirt with the pineapples on it.
Okay, so you have Hawaiian shirt. That is an option. You have your old clothes, which are indeed still soaked in blood. You haven't done anything to clean them or get any other different clothes. Or it occurs to you that there's probably a gift shop here. And you could probably get some sort of like water park t-shirt or something like that. And I survived the River Rapids shirt or something like that. There's definitely t-shirts you could go get.
Sure.
And you could if you wanted, you could also get like a bathing suit. They have bathing suits there, flip-flops and stuff like that. Do you want to wear your bloody clothing? Do you want to be dressed in your Hawaiian shirt, or do you want to just go get a t-shirt from the gift shop?
I guess I'll go get a t-shirt.
Do you need Jacob's help to help you mix and
No,
match
I
a little
got
bit?
it.
Yeah,
I'm an
Jacob's
aisle
help,
fashion.
So I just get a shirt. It's just a really bright blue shirt. Like blindingly blue shirt.
Just says
It
surfs up.
Yeah, no, it just says, I ride the waves for a living. And there's like a surfboard in the middle of it, just straight down. But I keep the, what was it? Did I have shorts or was it pants? I can't remember with the line thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Shorts.
Yeah, I don't know what you
Can't
had.
remember.
Either way, it's probably no worse than a bathing suit. So
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you can keep on whatever you had on before. You can talk about it afterwards if you wanna. You want to think about it and decide. It's not something that's going to be pertinent right now. It'll be good to
Yeah.
know for
I'm
like.
just changing shirts at least.
It would be good to know. I know the fan art people still are waiting for me to give like detailed descriptions of each character.
Yeah, gosh, man.
I'm so bad at running a show. All right. Yep. Scotty rejoins the group in a fancy new T-shirt. What color is it again? The T-shirt.
Like blindingly bright blue.
Okay. Yeah. And yeah, I guess you guys are all kind of good to go. Jules still hasn't explained where you're going. Doug rejoins the group also after changing back into his other clothes. You see him, does he have his hat? Does he put his hat back on
Yeah.
his head?
Hats on, Ghost Adjuster's work uniform,
Mhm.
collar all done up right.
Yep. All right, now what are you guys doing?
Where to, miss?
Well, I have the address here. So, remember that number we called last night before we went to sleep?
Oh yeah, that number I found.
Right.
The one I left the voicemail for, they responded with an address. And assuming they texted me not too long ago, I assume they're still awake. Let's go pay them a visit.
Two potential options here. One, it's exactly what we're looking for. Two, it's a trap. However, if it was a trap, they probably wouldn't have been so skittish about answering in the first place.
I mean, I deal with stuff like this all the time. If anything, we can scope out the house before we go in. I mean, I recognize the address. This place is a super wealthy neighborhood. I really don't imagine anything shady is going on here, so.
Yeah, haven't seen the sleeping wolf in any areas like that so far, so.
Nope. So I think
Very
our odds
well.
are pretty good. If anything, you guys can just drop me off and I'll take care of the rest.
True.
If you're scared.
I will join along.
All right. We see the group pile into the car,
The Dougmobile.
the Dougmobile. We have ketchup. We have mayo. Who are they sitting with?
Hopefully not me.
They're not supposed to sit
Wow.
with me when I'm driving, so it's up to these people.
Should we roll? See who the...
Yeah, we'll roll,
And
and
jump
whoever
on.
gets the lowest number has the dogs.
Oh, well.
Totally with Scotty. They are all over
Why
Scotty.
does Scotty roll when it doesn't
Why does
matter?
it why
When you
roll
don't
when it
need it.
doesn't matter?
Then
fact,
they like you.
Incredible.
In fact,
Really?
you know what? We will say that Scotty's Hawaiian shirt that he took off is next to him, and ketchup pees on it.
Good,
Had a
I didn't
feeling.
like that shirt
There you
anyway.
go. There you go, Xylo.
Yep.
Get all the ketchup.
Thought that was where that was going.
Yep.
Yep.
He's been so nervous that he just pees on the shirt. Maybe he just doesn't like the shirt and thinks it's ugly. So yeah, ketchup pees on the shirt. Yep, there's the ketchup stains. All right, so you guys drive for about 29 minutes. About 29 minutes. You get to the address, and you pull up to a mansion. It is beautiful. And you actually pull up to a gate. You can't even get to the mansion. It is gated off with a huge wall around it. And there's a little intercom at the gates.
I want to get out and get to it before Doug can have the opportunity to press the button.
Very fair. Very fair. So you press the button?
Mm-hmm.
Hello, who's there?
This is Detective Lancaster. You texted me.
You would hear no answer. Probably about
Oh.
45 seconds would go by. And yes, you would hear a buzz that I couldn't find the right sound effect for in time. Of the gate opening. Yep, exactly. Xylo's got us covered. And the gate opens.
I'll get back in the car.
You pull up to a beautiful mansion. The property is absolutely gorgeous. There's wonderful trees and beautifully kept bushes and landscaping everywhere. As you approach the front door, there's probably a little drive around kind of thing up front. A place that's pretty obvious where you can kind of park. I'm assuming we see the group park and approach the front door, correct?
Very much so.
All right. Yep. You guys ring the doorbell, and at the door, the person who answers is a very large, brooding man. He is probably about the same exact height as Scotty, but probably has about 75 pounds on him. Like, he's a big guy. He looks all four of you up and down real quick, doesn't say a word, and just steps off to the side and gestures for you guys to walk inside.
I go in.
All right.
Doug's getting nervous, just no one's talking and everything's just happening correctly.
I like this place. I can see a party being thrown in here.
Yes, you go inside, and it is just as lavish and beautiful as the outside. Everything is, there's huge high ceilings, a beautiful chandelier right when you walk in.
It's up my ratty. I love it.
Everybody roll for me. This is probably not going to be too hard to notice, but I just kind of want to see who picks up on this first.
Hey,
oh, man.
How you doing?
So all of
For
you
those
are...
watching, we just got double 82s.
Yeah, you did. Oh man, I wish things like that would happen in very dire
When it
situations.
matters.
Because like I can't even think of I want to do something special for that, but for what I had you guys rolling for, I can't even think of something that would be like special.
Yeah, since I did a double as well.
You guys are
Yeah, it's
all...
gotta go for the double one.
Like I said, I only get it when it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, to go to 11.
We will say instantly, Scotty, as you step into this mansion, you get a chill down your spine. You begin to look around, and it is very much a rich person's mansion. It's like something you'd see from a movie. But the thing you notice is some of the art that you see around, some of the paintings, some of the little statues, things like that, are all strange. They seem to be, I don't know, that like some of them look sort of ancient, very kind of worn down, hard to make out what it is, but one almost looks like a demon-looking sort of creature. You see in another case like a painting which seems to have some strange symbols painted into the painting.
Satan worship.
Maybe not necessarily that, but whoever owns this place seems to be into like some weird art. And as you guys are led into sort of the foyer, I guess, of this mansion, the big gentleman who is in sort of like a black suit. He's very obviously like a security guard kind of guy. He walks out of the room without saying a word, and almost from like above you, from looking down, you hear, welcome to my home. Honestly, did not expect to have visitors so late.
And you are?
Oh, me? I'm Charles Rutherford. Pleasure to meet you, Detective Lancaster. Mr. Diggums.
You as well?
Mr. Wang and Mr. Miller. Gotta be honest, I wasn't expecting to actually meet all.
So you know who we are?
Oh, yes, I know plenty about you. I know about all of you.
Oh. It's not surprising, honestly, but...
Well, it's always surprising when someone knows anything about Scotty.
Oh, well, I know plenty about Scotty. I know you went through quite an ordeal, didn't you, Mr. Miller?
Yeah.
Dreadful business with your father and everything. I do apologize. Must be
just watch your mouth.
strange for you still. It all must be sort of new. Being on this side of, a cage. And of course, Mr. Diggums. I know you quite well, Mr. Diggums. Tell me, do you push the old ladies down the steps before or after you rob them of all their money? I'm kidding, of course, Mr. Diggums. I'm kidding, of course. I mean, as you can tell, I'm a fairly wealthy man, and I assure you, I didn't get all this wealth by exactly being nice to people. And, of course, Detective Lancaster. Quite the reputation you have, Detective. Quite the tortured past, though, also. Interesting. And then, of course, Jacob. Okay, hold on. I need to break character here for a moment. Did we establish Jacob's last name was Wang or Wong? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I just want to be
Wang.
accurate.
Wang.
I thought it was, but I was like I was second guessing myself. Ah, yes. Who doesn't know Mr. Wong? Quite a famous photographer, in fact.
Thank you. I mean, I love your place. I'm surprised,
I just did
you
it
haven't
wrong
had any
after
party
I
here.
literally
It's
just
the
did
character
it
did it wrong, not
after-
Mev. The character did it wrong.
No,
on
but this guy
purpose.
knows everything about you. Yes, Mr. Wang. Yeah. Quite a controversial photo a few years ago, was it not, Mr. Wang?
That photo, yeah, but that's just the past. I have plenty other good pictures that I've taken, so I should take some pictures if you don't mind later. I mean, I love this place. Fancy.
Perhaps later.
Okay.
Let's cut it with the pleasantries. Charles, was it?
Yes, Charles.
Why did you want us here?
Well, more importantly, how did you get my telephone number? You called me, and needless to say, I was surprised.
I'd like to pull out, what's his name's notebook thingy-majiggy?
Lenny.
Okay.
Lenny.
Do you hand it to him, I guess?
No, I just hold it up in the air. Seems as though you had some relation to Lenny Colworth. I'm investigating his case, even though I'm fairly certain I know where he wound up.
Yes, Mr. Colworth, of course.
Did you hire him? So the way you make it seem is almost like you have a hand in this cult.
I do see how it would appear that way, but I assure you I have nothing to do with the sleeping wolf.
Well, that was our hopes, but here you are, talking about how much information you know.
They tended to do that as well. And no one actually knows Scotty.
Okay, well, needless to say, I did hire Mr. Colworth. Perhaps I should tell you a little bit about myself. I am a collector and trader of sorts. Probably the best way to look at it. And the things I trade, they all have sort of it's a interesting thing in common. We're, I guess let's not be coy here. You're all awakened, are you not?
I don't know. I thought you do everything.
Don't tell him anything. You know enough information about us. Explain who you are, how you know us, and what your relation is to the Sleeping Wolf.
Ooh, good. She's good. Smart. You're definitely going to want to be careful with who you trust. That is a smart move. I see why you're such a good detective. Well, I'm a collector of things, and needless to say, the things I collect all have a certain thing in common, and they all have relation in some way or another to the dark arts or occultism. I've taken an interest in such things. It's something I've always been interested in. And, as you can see, my interest has been fairly profitable, to say the least. But, I, of course, discovered the Sleeping Wolf and wanted to learn more about what they were doing. And Mr. Colworth came highly recommended. And needless to say, I hired him. And I believe we all know how that ended. Now, I will say, I warned him what he was getting into. Told him it was dangerous, and there was potential that he might not make it out of it. It's okay, but he was persistent. And ever since that happened, well, let's just say I've been keeping a close eye on you. The four of you. I know that you're being followed by them. The Sleeping Wolf, that is. And though I am sure it probably seems suspicious, I can assure you I have nothing to do with that. In fact, I am against the Sleeping Wolf and hope to stop them. But once again, you simply held up a notebook. Did he write down my name and number? I had honestly expected Mr. Colworth to use a little more discretion than that.
I mean, you ought to see the mess that is this notebook.
It was hard to find.
Trust me, it was discreet, and that's coming from a detective. Luckily enough, we found it. Not that you've given us anything useful, other than
So
the fact that you know a lot about us.
You found it by luck.
One could put it that way.
Perhaps
Sometimes I'm just good with numbers.
Yes, I'm sure you are, Mr. Dickens. Well, I never got to... Well, actually, you've already told me you're not going to tell me anything, so... I guess I should probably tell you why I brought you here. I think we can help each other.
Okay.
Explain?
Mara, you wish to stop him, do you not?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think I can help you in doing so. See, this is sort of my expertise, cults and demons and the such.
Oh.
Would you like
How do
my
we
help?
know-
You don't really seem like you want it.
Like you said, we don't know who we can trust.
What sort of thing you do? How are you gonna achieve?
How do we know that this right here isn't some trap? You're just keeping us here until the cult has enough time to come and take us away.
Well, from what you can tell so far, do they need my help finding you?
A little.
Well, I can assure you this isn't a trap. You are free to walk out. Nobody's going to stop you.
What do you want from us?
From you? I want you to stop Mara is what I want you to do. Do you know what Mara is planning to do? Sleeping Wolf, do you know what they're trying to do with Mara?
A little confirmation might be helpful, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Look, Mara has existed for quite a long time. And has existed all that time in the dream world, which I'm sure you're familiar with. Correct? And he looks around
That's
at all
right.
of you. Right.
So what if we are?
Now, imagine, if you will, the things that Mara can do in that nightmare realm. What if Mara were to, I don't know, escape to the real world and be able to do things outside the dream world, like the things you see?
Yeah, that's what we figured the plan was.
Yes, well, needless to say, I'm sure, regardless of who trusts who and whether you believe me or whether I trust you, we can all agree that that would be devastating. That would be the end of this world as we know it. There'd be no end to the destruction, torment that Mara could do. So obviously, I believe we're all on the same page that that can't happen.
And what do
Correct.
you think you can do to help?
I can guide you in the right direction so that you know what you're doing and not just taking shots in the dark.
We've been taking a lot of those.
Can I try and sense this guy's motive?
Yeah, you can.
Oh,
You can roll for me.
Oh.
Yikes.
Whoa.
Those detective instincts, how they looking, Mev?
I will say that there is something about this dude where I have been role-playing it as well, but you can say that he has...
You just can't read him.
Well, you can't read him. He has got solid poker face.
Man.
Well,
He just sort of smirks, though. He probably realizes... Oh, man, I don't even want to tell you this with 100 roll. Never mind, I'm not telling you.
Yeah, nothing.
You get nothing. All you get is a
Oh.
smirk that you can't read. He could be telling the truth. He could be lying. I will give you a chance to salvage this a little bit. Roll for me once more.
Roll 1.
Another 100, please.
That'd be funny.
That would be funny.
oh,
Eh.
hey.
Okay. we'll say it's not enough to know for sure, but we will say, as you're trying to read this guy, whether or not you can trust him, it does occur to you, like, well, he literally just offered for us to leave. Like, he was about to let us leave. You still feel like you can walk out of the room anytime you want. So whether or not you can trust this guy, you cannot read, or whether or not he's lying, you cannot read. But you do still have a sense of, like, we're not trapped here. We can leave whenever we want. So we'll say that's the one little consolation you have.
So say we take your help. How do you plan to guide us? What do you think the first step is that we need to take?
Well, I suppose the first thing is to... I suppose maybe it's going to take a little trust on your part. Perhaps you could clarify to me what each of you are capable of. Need to know what we're working with here. Is he actually, is that Xylo laughing or Doug laughing?
Xylo laughing, Doug raising his hand.
Oh no.
Mr. Diggums, what are you doing?
Pointing my fingers probably about 5 feet to the left of this man.
Right, yes. You're trying
Doug.
finger guns, aren't you, Mr. Diggums? Look, I
Something
know
like
you
that.
could do the finger guns, Mr. Diggums. It's okay. It's just, these things
Literally
take a
just
little,
shout.
little
Rock
practice.
did that the
Just-
other day. It just...
Just takes a little practice is all. That is all.
So you're telling me you knew he had that ability?
Oh.
I suppose I did. Well, that's more of a
Uh.
guess, honestly. He just seems like more of a finger guns kind of guy. If you...
So was it a guess, or did you know?
It was a guess, actually. I do actually need you guys to confirm to me what you actually can do.
Yeah, the finger guns work sometimes. On occasion.
All right, I could see how that is useful. What else, Mr. Diggums?
I can become Michael Jackson for brief periods of time to convince anyone of anything.
Ah, convincing. You have the power of convincing people. That certainly makes sense. What about you, Mr. Wang?
I can fly. Sometimes, except sometimes I drop people, but you know, accidents happen. Right?
Ah, yes,
Um,
flying. Soaring above everybody else. Also quite fitting. But, oh, okay, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Continue, please.
Fine. I take pictures and I can freeze, you know, a frame like for a moment, stop everything for a little while. I recently also learned that I can go back into a particular moment, you know, that place for a photo that I've taken.
Ah, yes.
So that's the things I can do, I suppose.
Oh. Okay, and do you have a
Yeah.
particular camera that you use for these?
Yeah, I mean, there's this, you know, this one that takes Polaroid, you know, it just takes it out and kind of just.
Do you mind if I see it quickly?
Do I give it to him? Yeah, sure. Why not? Take it. Yeah, you go.
Takes the camera from you. He starts looking at it pretty closely. The smirk you guys saw in his face before is no longer there. He is actually focusing pretty strongly on this camera, and he's looking at it, and he's like, interesting. This is interesting indeed. He hands it back to you.
Thank you.
So, it would appear that some of your powers seem to align with some of your more natural skills that you already have. That is not uncommon when one is awakened.
Right. I suppose, yeah.
And Mr. Miller, what can you do?
I can step into shadows.
Interesting.
I'm able to freeze people in place with my eyes,
Okay.
and I'm able to manipulate my own blood.
Blood manipulation. Oh dear, that is quite rare. It has been quite some time since I've seen blood manipulation. That is a rare gift. You should be well, with everything you've been through, I suppose it's hard to feel this way, but you should be thankful. That is a rare gift. Okay, well, these are some very useful things indeed. And you, detective, what can you do exactly?
I would like to get out my notebook.
Are you gonna show me and not tell me?
Not even showing him. I would like to write that he can only speak the truth to us. Yeah, that's what I'm writing.
All right, roll.
To see. Question him again. Darn it. My good rolls are done.
Now we will say, just a clarification for the audience, she rolled a 76, which means she failed at trying to do that, but that doesn't necessarily mean this guy is lying. All it means is you're not forcing him to tell the truth.
Doesn't mean she knows if it worked or not.
I don't think she does. I don't think she knows if it worked or not. Actually, you know what? That's some gray area that's gonna determine a lot, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, we are kind of homebrewing these skills, so let's just take a step back here. What do you think is fair?
I feel like I'd have to question him with that kind of roll to see.
Yeah, okay. We will say you don't know necessarily either way, but you can still have a chance to determine whether or not you think it worked.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably a good way to play it.
Oh yeah, she can kind of, when she does this sort of thing, give like a test question out there.
Yeah, that
sort of thing.
That might work kind of well.
But now I have to think of a question that he could lie about. Or like a good test question. Like, what would you ask someone?
Mm-hmm. Something that anyone would normally lie about. I don't know any good examples, but...
Taking notes, are you, detective?
Something like that. What's your real name?
Well, I already told you. Charles Rutherford. You're a police officer. You're at my address. I gave you my address. You could very easily look it up. I would not lie to you about that. That is indeed my name.
I can write things down and make them happen. I also can go into people's memories and see certain things.
Oh, that is quite useful indeed. I could see... Well, once again, being a detective, a good detective at that, we once again see your awakened power sort of aligning with your natural abilities. Well, follow me. And he starts heading down a hallway. Doesn't really look back to see if you guys are following him or not. He just keeps going.
I follow with my hand on my gun. In case of emergency.
Okay.
Yeah, I follow as well.
Yep.
With my hand being my gun
Mm-hmm.
in case of emergencies.
I just picture Jules like her hand on her hip, kind of like where her
Yeah,
gun is or
just
whatever,
casually.
and Doug just like this. Perfect. Okay. And you follow him into what seems to be almost its own wing of the mansion. And it almost feels like you're in a museum. There's displays all over the place. There's all kind of weird sort of occult stuff. There's old books in like glass cases and things like that. And as you step into the room, he turns and says to you like, now, you are aware that destroying a demon is nearly impossible. The only way you're going to put any stop to this sort of thing is to trap it, correct?
So we have heard several times.
Yeah, well, perhaps I can help you in knowing how to do such a thing. And perhaps I could give you a little bit of insight as to why you four people have been chosen by the Sleeping Wolf for all this nonsense. And as a sign of good faith, I believe I can gift each of you an item. Something that could potentially help you in your endeavor. So, okay, well, where do we start? And as he says that, we are going to end tonight's episode.
Felt it coming.
You felt it, right? You could like feel
No,
it in
yeah.
your bones. All right. Oh man, tonight was like a thing.
That's a good episode.
Was
Really
a
good
good
episode.
episode. Do we want the candid answer of why we just ended? You want Mev's real candid answer? Because
He
I
doesn't
literally
know
just
what the items are.
I literally just decided 5 minutes ago that I'm giving you guys items and I don't know what they are yet. No, there's other reasons as well. That's definitely part of it though. And it is because I'm hungry. Alicia brings up a good point. It's because I'm hungry. I ate a piece of toast with peanut butter on it for dinner tonight because I didn't have time to go out and get food. And I needed to eat
What's
something.
dinner? I only know lunch. I gotta go lunch.
All
Blame it on
right,
me.
it is getting to be like lunchtime.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Yo, Mev, did the taser dude make a Metallica reference? Yeah, he did. I think I stole that from GTA Roleplay. I've heard cops say that a lot of times.
You
when
want to
you're about
ride the
tase-
lightning, man?
Yeah, when you're about to
Heard
tase
that one.
somebody. You're
Yep.
gonna ride the lightning! Oh man. Oh, but tonight was certainly an episode. I did not expect these guys to go full on like training montage, and they unlocked so much cool stuff tonight.
Mhm. Like our rolls were actually good.
Yeah, the rolls
Well,
were great.
Those rolls were good.
Yeah,
Yo,
all those.
Today we've rolled 100, a 99, a 1, and I think 2 2s.
And I don't know how if it translates over to the audience, but just from our perspective, it's very satisfying that you guys unlocked some of these powers because some of them are powers that you came up with a while ago and we've been talking
Yeah.
about your characters being able to do for a while. So the fact that they can actually do them now is pretty awesome. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
And just how hard I got to flex it right after you learning it.
Oh yeah, oh man,
You
Michael
immediate
Jackson. Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, tonight was quite an episode. Anybody care to shout anything out before we end for the evening?
Play
Well-
Roblox with me.
Roblox.
Never mind. I don't have anything anymore.
I just came out with new merchandise today.
Oh,
Holiday cheer.
yay!
Holiday cheer. Half of
Holiday
it says
cheer.
bah humbug.
Yes, it does.
Mhm.
Well, one half says bah humbug. The other one says happy
Yeah,
holiday.
Order the merch. Which one will you get?
Yeah, it's up to you. Also, there's a discount code until my birthday, so use it if you want to buy anything on my shop.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Save 23% until the 9th.
I was someone's like I was so close to 3 hours, man. Yeah, we were doing good for the first half. I had a good first hour and a half first half.
Yeah, when we start talking to these people who can easily drop us on cliffhangers, I'm like, okay, we'll see how long this goes. It's gonna cliffhanger on something this person says.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Wait, is there Awakening next week? What's next week? Is there a reason there wouldn't be Awakening next week?
I don't think there's a reason there
Well,
wouldn't be Awakening next week.
Alicia's coming up, but it doesn't matter. We're doing Awakening.
There's your
Yeah, you
answer.
tell her.
We can't leave it on a cliffhanger like that. Nuh-uh.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yep. On top of that, of course,
She can pass out
if you
in
want
our
more
room.
D&D stuff, we're doing some Scurvy Seas on Thursday, 8 p.m. EST. You'll catch Kayla and Mev in that one, of course. It's a weird pirate show. You'll love it.
It's
And
fun.
then on Sunday, Tales of Olympus. It's a weird D&D show. You'll love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just used powers of Greek gods to beat up random mobsters and a guy making robot clones. So
Oh, yeah, that's
As you do, as is standard. But yeah,
You know.
yeah, and join us for those other shows, and if you miss them, catch them on Dice and Fire's YouTube channel, which is so close to hitting 10K subs. We're gonna do it, chat. We're gonna do it this month. December is
This
our
month, also this year.
Yep, both of those things. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I guess for a personal plug, I've been streaming more. Come watch me stream video games and stuff. I have recently been playing BioShock Infinite, which I will likely be finishing up tomorrow. And I have re-downloaded Sea of Thieves, so I'm thinking of streaming that a little bit again. I might also be trying to rope some of the Scurvy Seas cast into come playing some Sea of Thieves with me. So yeah, come hang out. And also come sub to my channel so we can unlock the Mevoda emote that Dyson Fire, for some reason, Mevoda has permeated all aspects of Dyson Fire. Weren't you getting messages, Kayla? Did you get a message about Mevoda?
Yeah. Who messaged me on Roblox?
It was you, wasn't it, Pixel Cowboy? It was totally you.
That was so random because my Roblox like personality and my Minecraft like D&D one is very different to me. So having someone say Mevoda in my Roblox inbox was
Mhm.
interesting.
It was a weird clashing of worlds.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope you guys all had a good time. We will be back next week. Come watch all the D&D. Go watch them all on Dyson Fire, and go sub to all these wonderful people on YouTube. And with that, I suppose we will see you guys. Let me get to the right page. There we go. See you guys next week. Bye.